Morning team, and welcome to Warriorcast. I'm here at the local park, sitting back. I just did a V5, made a video about training for 5 minutes and how you can train for 5 minutes without any excuses if you are time poor. I've also decided to take the opportunity to have a little bit of a chat about the core values that I mentioned earlier in one of my earlier videos. And part of the talk, or part of the series, is going to be a whole bunch of core values. So I'm in Sydney at the moment. It is the day after a really dark day in Australian history. There was a mass shooting at Bondi Beach, which was super sad, especially during the holiday period, especially here in Australia, right? That is not something that we are known for. It has happened before, I'm not going to lie. You can't change the way people behave. I'm a military member, so my thought process is always about protecting my nation and the people that live in this country. That's my role, that's my job. I'm not going to sit here and chat about what occurred. What I will say is that you can't be prepared, so you can't stop what happens in the world. What you can do is be prepared, okay? And I suppose as a military member, that's what this channel is all about. It's about being a defence member. It's about also preparation for the Defence Force. It's about helping defence members deal with stuff like this, especially stuff that they've experienced in their lives. You know, my wife said to me, she said, "Oh, you're fairly cold, to what occurred yesterday," because I showed no emotion. There was a lot of anger in my heart, a lot of thought processes going through my head, but I was pretty emotionless. And it's not that I don't feel emotion. I am deeply sad and sorry for what occurred, sad for all the families that lost a member, and sad for what's occurred in our great nation. But as a defence member, we need to actually protect ourselves to be able to act on the job. And most of the time, if you're in a hairy situation or a war zone, there are going to be people dying to the left and right of you. There's no time to sit back and cry about that occurrence. You've got to act. You've got to continue to do your job the best you can. So I suppose for me, after seeing what occurred, the first thing that was going to through my mind was, right, so this has happened. How do we actually now stop this from occurring again? I was analysing the situation like a military person would. What caused it? What do we need to do? What do we need to input to stop this from occurring again on Australian soil? And my wife was like, "Oh, you're looking pretty serious and emotionless," and I wasn't actually showing any emotion, but trying to actually work out how to best actually now react to the situation. And I can tell you now that any defence member that would have been in that situation would have reacted. Okay. I saw some footage of a man that actually was a hero. He reacted and he ran towards, the perpetrators, and he disarmed one of the men that had a shotgun, and that guy was a hero. And what I will say about this is that not everybody in society is going to be capable of doing that, but we all need to be prepared, and we all need to be conscious that the world is a horrible place. People are horrible. And you can't stop things from happening. But you can be prepared and you can be ready to react if you were caught in that situation. And that means that you need to be fit, you need to be strong, but you also need to be mentally tough. Okay, mentally tough to be able to compartmentalize what is going on and do what you need to do to protect yourself and those around you. Anyway, enough about that. I'm going to get back onto the core values, and the reason why I want to mention core values is because I think there's a lot of people in this world that don't have core values, don't have values at all. And without values, like I said, you're rudderless. You're like a boat without a rudder, and there's a lot of people that are doing things, that are doing horrible things in the world, that have no thought process is going through their heads about why they're doing what they're doing, right? And values, core values, actually give you that guidance. They guide you in the decisions that you make. With good core values, you will actually make the right decisions. So today I'm going to be talking about acceptance. It's another core value. And acceptance, what I'll cover is the freedom to let go. Okay, so acceptance is embracing reality as it is. No judgment, resistance, or expectation of change. It's a serenity to acknowledge what's present, letting go of the need to control or manipulate outcomes. There are 3 pillars of acceptance that I'll cover. One's awareness. Okay, so recognize what is without distortion. Number 2, surrender. Release resistance and the need to control. Number 3, compassion. Embrace all, yourself, others, and circumstances with kindness. Always with kindness. Here's 5 things acceptance is not. Approval. You don't have to like it. Resignation. Acceptance is not giving up hope. Weakness. It takes courage to accept. 4, indifference. You care, but don't resist. 5, permanence. Acceptance can be temporary. So the core value of serenity. Acceptance is the gentle embrace of life's unfolding, a willingness to acknowledge reality without resistance. As a core value, acceptance brings serenity to our lives, allowing us to navigate challenges with grace and compassion. By embracing what is, we free ourselves from the burden of needing to control or change everything. What is the power of acceptance? Well, it reduces stress and anxiety. It fosters compassion and empathy. It increases self-awareness and understanding. It allows for more meaningful relationships. It also cultivates inner peace and serenity. Here's 10 tips to implement acceptance into your day. 1. Practice mindfulness. Meditation to stay present. Use the phrase, "it is what it is," to release resistance. Write down things you're resisting and let them go symbolically. 4. Practice self-compassion when making mistakes. 5. Listen actively without judgment in conversations. Number 6. Take a deep breath when feeling frustrated. Number 7. Focus on what you can control. Accept what you can't. Number 8. Practice gratitude for what you already have. Number 9. Observe your thoughts without judgment or attachment. Number 10. Smile when things don't go as planned. Now, those are a few things about acceptance, a few tips, a few things to implement and to understand. Once again, I truly think that core values are what we are missing in life. I'll continue to bring up these core values with the upcoming videos and some explanations about them. Like I said, try to actually write down each of the core values. Don't have to write down everything I'm talking about, but try and understand it and then build your own core values. It is great to have your own set of core values that will guide you through life. All right, team, it's been a somber day, sad about yesterday occurring. I will amplify that preparation is the key, and I think that the days are coming where shit is going to hit the fan, both here in Australia and around the world. And each of us as warriors needs to stand up and fight for what we believe in. Have the moral courage to back our core values and our way of life. Unfortunately, there are others out there that their way of life is not aligned to ours, and that's all right. That's okay, but if they want to live that way, they should do it in their own homeland and not bring it to our homeland and try and enforce that on us. Okay. I think Australia is a peaceful, beautiful country, multicultural, that loves everybody, embraces everybody, and it's sad for people that that feel they need to come here and hurt innocent people. For what reason, I don't know. All right, I won't say any more. Peace out. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.